All right, welcome back, everybody. Part 7 of Command and Conquer. First things first, I need coffee in me because I only woke up an hour ago and I had 5 hours or something, but I am just wiped. 5 hours is actually usually more than I normally get, but still wasn't enough. Coffee tastes awful today, but that's okay. I kind of need it just for the caffeine. All right. Yeah, let's get to the scene. So I finally found that SCART cable that's been hanging around. I'm gonna have to hook that up and see how that works. I was trying to find it for Saturday's stream, because I hooked up the RetroTink and I do see noticeable improvements, but I can tell that the cable that I'm using, which is an S-Video cable off of my Super Nintendo, has noticeable static, and I do not like that. About the same. So I was trying to find that SCART cable and I ended up finding it.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Ready and waiting. Moving
This is
out.
another MCV mission.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Who are those reserves?
Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Okay, well, there's some there.
Moving out. Moving out.
Is that enough to complete the mission?
Moving out.
I guess it's gonna have to be.
Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledge.
More coffee. Actually, one of the nice things about this game is that you can, even while you're playing, you can kind of take your time,
Yes, sir. Moving out.
because doing anything takes a while.
You got it.
New construction options. Building.
Awaiting order. Moving out.
Right, there's a patch way over there.
Moving out.
Construction complete. Lost.
Affirmative.
New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
What is this mission about anyway?
You got it. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Probably would have been better to set up the base over here.
You got it. You got it. Affirmative. Roger. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Like right there would have been perfect. All right, I'm gonna restart this mission.
Defense condition field briefing. Serious threat to civilian population in Area 24, just within Wrocławian border. This mission is of great tactical importance. Civilians sick or dying from Tiberium poisoning. Dr. Mobius setting up research hospital site. Your mission, protect Mobius, his staff, and civilian population at all costs.
Reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
This will go a lot quicker now that I have all those resources up here to
Acknowledge.
mine.
Moving out. Acknowledge. Vehicle reporting. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Got it. Roger. Moving out. Right away, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Roger. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirming out.
New construction options.
A little cramped, but that's fine.
Unit reporting. Got it.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Probably build 2 of these.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Actually, yeah, I probably should mine those
Moving
first.
out.
Building.
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. On hold.
Probably need a bit more power.
On hold. Building.
Waiting orders. Right away, sir.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Let's see,
Building.
let's just get everything.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Construction complete.
Crazy computers will freely walk through Tiberium.
New construction options. Building.
Actually, hold on, give me a second. I do find it kind of a shame that Red Alert never came to the system. Although I am pretty sure that Red Alert did come to, there was a PlayStation 1 version of it, I think. I'm pretty sure there was. That might be interesting to try out. I'm pretty sure I don't own a PlayStation version of it, though. I never actually owned a whole lot of PlayStation games. I got a good portion of the Final Fantasy ones, though. 7, 8, 9, 10. Tactics. Both Parasite Eves. Something else? I have a Star Wars game for that system, but I didn't get the Command & Conquer ones. I should have gotten them years ago, but I never thought to get them because I always had the PC versions.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Where?
Yes, sir.
That was bound to happen. All right,
Right away, sir.
let's put all those guys there.
Ready and waiting.
Why is he so late?
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Huh? Okay.
New construction options. Building.
Grenadier,
Building.
medium tank.
Unit ready. Building.
Might as well pick up some of the
Building.
amenities.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Moving out.
Construction complete.
Unit reporting.
You have anything up here?
Affirmative. Moving out.
No, where is it?
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Oh, they come through there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
Okay, they come through the top.
Affirmative. You've got it.
Maybe I should place them over there.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
One there.
Building.
Unit reporting. You've got it. Moving out. Vehicle reporting.
Let's put this over there. All right, time for some more coffee. This is so thick. The beans aren't good either.
Construction
They're like your
complete.
generic brand beans.
Yes, sir.
Building. 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 On hold. Cancel. Building. Ready.
Acknowledged.
Maybe I should put them right there.
Waiting orders.
Construction complete.
Where was it?
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I'm probably gonna have a 3-hour stream today. Simply because, like, I need more sleep after this. I definitely do. Which is funny though, because like usually I'm okay with 4 hours. But 5 hours seems to be
Yes,
just
sir.
too much.
Moving out.
I don't get it.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete.
Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Oh, they sneak him in too.
Awaiting orders. Roger.
Low power.
Yes, sir. You got it. Roger.
Okay, that's a little annoying.
Not a problem.
That means I'm gonna have to have some air in here.
Building.
Well, I mean, as long as they attack the same spot. Or, sorry, they sat down at the same spots, it should be okay. Hey, Buzz, how's it going? Get Buzz in the house.
Unit ready.
Unit reporting. Moving out. Affirmative.
Tired. I am quite tired. I got 5 hours instead of my usual 4, and that's enough to throw my my body off. Usually I have 2 sleeps a day because the medication's kind of kicking my ass. Normally I get 4, but like the weird thing is that like if I get 4, I'm fine. If I get 5, I'm tired. If I get 6, I'm tired. It's either 4 or 8. Multiples of 4 and I'm not tired. Otherwise I am. I don't understand why that is. It just is. Okay, let's put this guy here.
Acknowledge.
And
Building.
get a
Unable
few
to comply. Building in
bazooka
progress.
guys.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Lost. Unit ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Put this guy here.
Moving out.
Yeah, I hope so. The coffee today is strong and not very tasty. So, if that doesn't wake me up, I'm not sure what else will.
Yes, sir.
Because it's usually those strong coffees that end up having the most caffeine in them.
Ready and waiting.
Either that or just a flavor thing, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
It'll probably draw me out real quick. Speaking of which, I gotta refill my cup. So how far did you get in your fuzz lock? I'm afraid I wasn't there for the entire stream. Whoa. Very nice, very nice. Now, have you beaten a fuzzlock before, or is this uncharted territory for you?
Moving out.
Building. Building. On hold. Building.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no easy way of doing those. Like,
Low power.
I have the privilege of being a watcher of plenty of Fuzzlocks and Nuzlocks, and I can say for certain that I do not want to do one of them. They're not easy. They look very painful, and
Yes, sir.
you have to have an iron will in order to complete one.
Unit.
But that having been said, I do enjoy Pokemon. I enjoy it enough to even consider maybe doing one, but at the same time, like, that's all. It's a dedication. You have to really enjoy it. And I can appreciate that. All right, we got ourselves a repair bay.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Unit reporting.
Excuse me.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Acknowledged.
I believe that you have, in that, it was mentioned that the new Pokemon anime is kind of the ending arc of Ash, which is something that Pokemon fans like myself kind of expected 20 years ago. I mean, we're all kind of hoping that he would have won the final tournament.
Awaiting orders.
I don't think anyone really expected the series to go as long as it did.
Acknowledged.
But then again, like,
Unit reporting.
I understand Nintendo's motivation to keep it going. So I can hardly fault them for that.
Yes, sir.
Alright, where are you? Are you down here? Oh, they changed up the spot. Hmm.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Squish.
Affirmative.
Yeah, got a big pile of them.
Silos needed.
Moving out.
Building.
Man, I love the music in this game.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ash is not a bad character. I don't think he's just a good character either. He is what he is. I guess he's gotten better over the years because, like, he was kind of an ass. And they kind of built his character around being this, like, selfish little 10-year-old boy. But it worked, I think. The main character itself has to have some kind of defining trait. And that's one of the problems that I had with Ash going forward. When he started becoming more mature as a character, they started kind of chipping away what made Ash Ash. Like, I can understand, you know, the maturity being like kind of a big thing in this like whole character story arc thing. But in a way, I think personality is kind of like the silhouette of a character, in that if you see a silhouette of a character, it should have
Power.
it should have a recognizable shape.
Building.
And like when they started making Ash more mature, they kind of blurred that shape a little bit. If you get my meaning.
Construction complete.
It's not just Ash though. That's the thing. Is that the whole dumb kid kind of thing, it applies generally to all shonen manga. And in many ways, Ash is kind of like a shonen character. Even though he's never been published in shonen magazines, he is kind of a stereotypical shonen character. And typically the shonen protagonists are usually dumb. Either they're dumb or funny, or there's something goofy about them, so that they're relatable in a way. Yeah. Like, I mean, just to take a look at the big series over time. Bleach, One Piece, Naruto. They're all the protagonists are all kind of dumb in their own way. Maybe not Bleach. Because Ichigo was he was fairly intelligent, but he was ignorant. That was the defining characteristic, right? He knew nothing about the other world. It's something he had to pick up and learn and fight through. But Ash is the exact same way, right? Like, he comes off as a character that's supposed to know everything, but he knows nothing, and he's just dumb. Yeah, you can't. That's one of the ways, you know, they power up character at the beginning by making them like knowledgeable and easy to get along with. Yeah, but they all have to have something. Like Goku, for example, is an idiot, but he's pure of heart, and that was the defining characteristic of him, right? And in many respects, Luffy in One Piece is the exact same. I mean, you could see a lot of crossover between those two series, One Piece and Dragon Ball. And not just in the main characters, but also in early art style and their overuse of animals. Akira Toriyama loves the use of animals. Yeah, Naruto is a prankster. The thing is, I honestly believe they did Naruto's character pretty well at first. Right? Like, the way he was shown off right at the beginning as being this like kid that gets people's attention and causes everyone trouble because he's alone. I think it worked really well, but like that kind of subsided when he started to get more like more friends. I think they could have kept it a little longer.
Vehicle reporting.
Actually, they kind of did. They kind of did throughout the first part of the series, because he had to prove himself to everyone. Yeah. And when he had already gotten that recognition, it just kind of. Because that recognition kind of turned into reliance.
Unit ready.
Like, there became like a part of the series where it went from people expecting nothing from him to people expecting everything from him. And I don't think that it didn't work all that well. Yeah.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Oh yeah, I definitely follow One Piece. I was I still am a mod on Reddit. I haven't done modding there in a while, but yeah. Oh yeah. No, I definitely follow One Piece. I definitely keep up to it. Keep up week to week. The past 2 chapters have been just crazy. Both.
Building.
Oh, good. They got him before he hit the ground.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, the past 2 chapters have been just nuts in One Piece. Like when he said that he already had like the ending planned out, I believe it now. Here's the thing though. One Piece started off as a really goofy series. I mean, it did have like the pirate theme, and it did have the same level of seriousness. There was some very serious moments in early One Piece, especially revolving around life and death. That was always a big theme in the series. So there were always darker elements to it. But alongside those darker elements, there was also kind of the lighthearted comedy you would have expected from Akira Toriyama, because Oda was he was an assistant on I don't think it was on Dragon Ball. He might have been. It was on one of Akira's mangas. So you could definitely tell the influences there, comedy-wise. And there were always, I mean, in regards to like what you're thinking of, there were always like little hints and stuff that made Luffy's powers really weird for Paramecius. Like Kaido had said that because he's trying to figure it out too, right? He had said that the awakening is normally transform the body. But like, you know, we've been watching the characters from the beginning. I mean, things like Red Hawk are pretty weird for a rubber Paramecius, right? Even changing the size of his fist at will. I mean, that is also kind of weird. I mean, yes, rubber can technically do that. You can blow it up. But like the amount of air that he puts into it is not the same amount of air that comes that his fist is in. Alright, I'm gonna run through these guys. Alright. Oh, hey, Robo, how's it going? Yeah, there was definitely something like that's one of the kind of the brilliances of the series, though. And I don't know if this was intentional on Oda's part, or it was accidental on Oda's part, or just that he has, you know, crazy managing skills. But Oda has always had this ability to reference, and it's kind of the defining feature of his entire series. His ability to reference things even hundreds of chapters later. Like for example, the first reference of the Shichibukai happened right before the Arlong saga. As they were approaching, what do they call it? No, no, it's not Kokiyashi. Kokiyashi's the village. I forget what the island is called.
Yes, sir.
But it wasn't until what chapter somewhere in the 5 or 600s in which Jimbei was actually seen for the first time.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty astounding when you think about it that
Moving out.
it took that long to reveal a character that they had set up right at the beginning. Well, I can understand Luffy's side of it. He wants to pay homage to his brother, but at the same time, I mean, and the thing is that he would do that regardless of regardless of what his ability was, right? If it didn't have fire, then he would just find some other way of paying homage.
Reporting.
But the fact that his fist did light on fire was very weird to begin with. Yeah, the thing is that when you watch it for the first time, you don't think to yourself, oh, they're setting something up for some type of reveal in the future.
Yes, sir.
No one does that hundreds of chapters before. Like even though we had seen it several
Yes,
times,
sir.
what is it called? Skukimori Village?
Acknowledged.
I forget the actual name. The village that Zoro came from. Like, that stuff was early series. I mean, we knew what the village was right from the beginning. That was only what? Chapter had to have been within the first 10 chapters, maybe 20. Because Suro Village was like chapter 15 or something. And then here we are in Wano, and like this tiny little detail that no one thought of is now being pushed to the forefront. It's astounding.
Unit
Like I don't know how he organizes his thoughts, given that the series itself is just so huge.
vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
And like the old grandpa that created the Enma and Wado Ichimonji, like the look of him is the exact same look
Unit reporting.
that was posted in an SBS on what Wado Ichimonji would have looked like if the sword was a person.
Moving out.
All right, who's attacking where? Oh, they rebuilt it. Oh, all that effort wasted. All right. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Time for the final confrontation.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Well, yeah, like I said, I ran the mod to the Discord. Still, I'm on the list at least for a long time, and I've watched and read the series so many times that it's embarrassing for me to even mention the number. So yeah, I have quite an extensive knowledge of the series.
Unit ready.
What do you think? What is your while we're on the topic at least? What's your favorite arc in that series? Because that's always a point of contention for a lot of people.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
enough money for another one. Marineford. Now, did you get into the series during Marineford? Because I know that's particular. That's when Otis started really selling volumes. Because at that point, Naruto was actually popular, or like more popular than One Piece. But it was the Marineford arc that drew in so many people. And I remember around that time, the One Piece subreddit went from, I was moderating at the time, went from about 30,000 people to 300,000 people. Just from that. Yeah. Same here. I started reading around chapter 100. So a couple years in. I had actually read it earlier. I had read it when it was still around, I don't know, chapter, oh crap, not good.
Construction complete.
When it was around chapter 30. They could actually win this. Alright.
Affirmative.
I need to keep a,
Yes, sir.
keep a guy here.
Moving out.
Yeah. I'm the type that comes back every once in a while and just binges it again and again and again. It's embarrassing, but I've watched the series. I actually lost count at 35 times. So it's probably a lot more than that.
Unit reporting.
I just stopped counting, and that was a couple years ago. Every once in a while, I'll just kind of put the series on from the beginning and then rewatch it. Just keep it on in the background. Like it's gotten to the point where like you can point out a part in the manga or the TV series, and I'll be out of the room and I'll know exactly what's happening. I don't know like a Japanese, but I hear the line and I know exactly where you are. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I mean, generally, I can understand about 20% of what's said. Skypia. But, yeah, Skypia. Yeah. I think close second is Sandy Island or Alabasta. Because personally, I think Skypia set the stage for the entire series. Not just Robin's arc, but also the arc of the world. Because I mean, it was only a couple episodes in which they dealt with the whole Norland stuff. But there was such an information dump that that it set up the CP9, it set up Marineford, it set up pretty much all the New World in just a couple lines. Specifically the lines where they were talking about the ancestors of Norland, because the Norland event happened 400 years previous to the current time. But 400 years before, which would have been during the Void Century, there had been a battle on what was once Gaia for the possession of the stone. So they had already, even during that arc, they had already set up who was on what side, what were they protecting, who were the people who were protecting it, who were the people who were against it. Yeah, it's kind of like a pivotal moment in the series, and for me that kind of, yeah, I would definitely say it's the best arc for me. It's not too long either. It's not too short. It's not too long. It's just It's just right.
Construction complete.
It wasn't just that, but like it also set up a lot of things we know, like common things we know now. Like it set up Hacky and it set up Logias. Like Logia is a lot more than with the whole crocodile stuff. Because it's okay, I guess Alabasta set that up better. Or started it off. Because at that point, all we knew was that there was a way to counter them, and you had to have their natural weakness in order to do it. Well, no, I guess armaments wasn't a thing in Skypia. Let's move here. Give me a second.
Not a problem.
Yeah, Skypia definitely set up the entire. Well, setting up the entire world happened over multiple arcs, piece by piece, which is something I really like about the series. Because in a way, setting it up piece by piece, as opposed to it being just an information dump, is generally how we humans pick up information. We pick up little pieces of it from different people, and the people pick up the pieces that are the most relevant to them. And that's kind of how One Piece has delivered information. It's only delivered information that's relevant to the people that are speaking it, which is a great way of dealing with a story. It's something that's, I don't know. I find anime generally has like way too much exposition. It generally has these big information dumps, and then that breaks the realism. Yeah, piece by piece. And of course, if the story arc wasn't big enough, then the information dumps that we get would be just fine. Like, the information dumps that we get are kind of relative to the size of the universe, or the size of the world that's been created. So, like, if One Piece had been canceled at any point in the series, there'd be a lot of loose threads, right? But the series grows bigger
Yes, sir.
as the series continues. And how do I explain that? Are they attacking me down here? as the prospect of getting to the end has become bigger, there's been more information that fills out each individual thread that exists in the series. Like a lot of the threads that might not seem important get kind of thickened by the end of the series.
Affirmative.
That's generally my
Yes, sir.
speech whether there was once 7 sages who each have their own bloodline. Are you talking about 7 sages who each have a bloodline and subsequent legend information dump? Oh yeah. But One Piece kind of did that. One Piece kind of did that, but it also didn't. Like I said, like
Yes, sir.
the information dumps are as big as how big the storyline is. So I mean that could have been the first showing of the Shichibukai, and they did that right before the Arlong saga, right? But they shadowed all 7 of them in the manga, and it was inconsequential whether or not you saw them or not.
Affirmative.
Right? All we knew is that Mihawk was one of them.
Acknowledge.
That was it. But think of it, if Yosaku and Johnny at the time had said, well, the current Shichibukai are this, and this, well, then people would be expecting those characters to show up at some point. But the fact that they were just alluded to and they weren't actually shown,
Yes, sir.
if the series had just ended, it wouldn't have mattered. Right? People wouldn't have been expecting it.
Moving out.
They always do, and like sometimes they're made by characters that should know the information anyway, or shouldn't care about the information anyway.
Yes, sir.
That's what I always found weird in some shows.
Yes, sir.
And like, what person knows everything? That's kind of the weird thing too. So like in Naruto, whenever there's an information dump, the information is always accurate, right? But does the information have to be accurate in order to enjoy it? Like,
Moving out.
I'm not saying that characters should openly lie, but at the same time, characters should have their own interpretation of the events as they see them, or as they hear them, or as they witness them. So in many cases, a character saying, well, I don't know the specifics, is far more realistic than just like a character dumping information.
Yes, sir.
And I think One Piece does that very, very well. There are some times in it in which there is an information dump. Like one of the spots that I'm thinking of is when they just got Robin back when they came back to Water 7 and Garp mentions Luffy's father, Dragon, right? So he looks around trying to find information because someone knows about this guy, and then he looks towards Robin for that information, right? In many cases, Robin would be the one who would know that information. Everyone else would be... she'd know the most information about it, presumably.
Construction base is under attack.
It would be weird if, like, Sanji had that information. That'd be funny, yeah.
Affirmative.
But there's a lot of neat stuff about doing it that way.
Construction complete.
That's very unique to One Piece. Like,
Yes, sir.
it's a way for characters to get information out to the viewer in a manner that's natural. Like, right now I'm thinking about, remember that whole conversation in NES lobby where, what's his name? His name is Jiraiya? I think it was Jiraiya. He mentions about devils coming out of the fruit and then attacking someone that already has a devil inside them, and then them destroying themselves. Basically, it's his misinterpretation of how fruit powers work. It makes a very interesting conversation, but you think he should have known that information already.
Building.
But it's interesting that he did know that information, given that all the members of CP9 are kind of different in their own way. They all kind of feed each other information. And they make fun of each other for not having that information. So it brings kind of like a normal conversation to the series that would have been just either exposition or well, just exposition, really.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Is there only one base? I guess there's only one base. I'll just finish this off. I kind of like the idea that of the series starting off on inaccuracy. I mean, part of that is fun.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Like the idea that, you know, like what started the adventure was just a lie or something. That's interesting. Simply because it doesn't really matter in the end if what they said was a lie to begin with, because you end up, especially if like there was some type of truth in that lie.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Because usually that's how it's played off. Whenever someone lies, there's always some subtext of truth to it. Either because the character themselves doesn't want to reveal the information, or reveal their own true feelings or whatnot. I'm thinking particularly of Shoujo here.
Moving out.
I don't even have the mic down. Hold on. There we go. Now you can see me talk. I forgot to put it down.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
You know, now I think about it, it's probably the benefit of long series that we get these kind of conversations in One Piece.
Affirmative.
Because if this were a tiny series, then you probably would do like a big information dump.
Affirmative. Moving
Just
out.
because you don't oh, there is another base, darn it. Just because you don't expect there to be many chapters to cover the information over a long period of time.
Affirmative.
Please be a smaller base. It looks like the base is dead.
Moving out. Yes,
areas look right for the taking.
Not a problem. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
All right, that's
Yes,
got to
sir.
go. I wanted to keep it, but was it meant to be?
Not a problem.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Moving out. Unit reporting. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I'm trying to think of a scenario in which a drunk old man did give a whole bunch of nonsense exposition. Because I'm sure it's happened in anime before. Like, right now I'm thinking of Kokoro in Water 7. She was a drunk. But here's the thing though. Like she always hid her meaning. So that at least at the beginning of the series we didn't know who she was.
Building.
That's a good sandbag.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Building.
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
I'm gonna repair these.
Moving out.
Bring
Vehicle
these fresh ones in to clean up.
Yes, sir.
Do I have extra units? Oh, there's one.
Yes, sir.
We can use that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
These guys been sitting here the whole time?
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Not a problem. Vehicle reporting. Ready and waiting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you seen many of the movies, Fuzz? The One Piece movies? That was it, huh? I would suggest watching the early One Piece movies and not the later ones. I don't know, maybe this is a personal opinion, but I don't like any of the One Piece movies that Oda had a hand in. I know that's a harsh opinion, considering that, like, Oda has created such a great series. But I like all the filler ones better. All of them, by comparison. So, Zed, Gold, Stampede, what was the first one? Yeah, those newer ones I don't like.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
I think generally they're just not very good films. Simply because they're your typical battle film.
Mission accomplished.
Excellent. The early films kind of had that embodiment of the series, because like in the early chapters, I would not early chapters, the early arcs, I would say up until probably NES Lobby. One Piece had this very refreshing adventure type feel, and the adventure type feel was very thick, especially right at the beginning of the series. And the movies kind of embodied that as well. Going to an island wasn't they weren't going there to battle or conquer anything. They were going there because it was a place to explore. And the early films kind of felt like that. My favorite is Dead End Adventure. It's the fourth film. And for some strange reason, they made Stampede. And I think I'm pretty sure Stampede was the second last film. Well, they made a film recently about a pirate race kind of thing, where like a whole bunch of pirates gather together and do a race to get something. That's what Dead End Adventure was, but they redid the concept with the new characters, and it just didn't work. Because they missed a lot of the notes. part of what made Dead End Adventure good was because it set
Welcome
the
to the big time,
mood
man.
for everything.
You haven't really arrived until Kane has sicked his media ninjas on you at least once. I'm pinch hitting for Shepard since no one's really sure where he is right now. It's the wrong time to take a vacation. We're down about 60% manpower from the T-poison. Now here's your objective. You got the Iberian River running through here about 6 knots, okay? And here you got non-bunkers. Here's what I need from you, pal. Take out the bunkers so I can get my convoy through at 0200. You might create a little guerrilla diversion along the way, just in case some of the Nazis don't get the message. Just enough to cover me until I get into range of their power base. Then all you have to do is sit back and watch the fireworks as my team shows them what kick-ass is really all about. Fighter out.
Well, 18 sounds about the right age. And people usually join the military fairly young. Yeah, the old ones are definitely good. What's weird though is that it kind of feels like the early movies did things that later became kind of things in One Piece. Almost like they try to set a different mood by differentiating themselves from the series, but at the same time they've in retrospect they fit so well in the series just because they differentiated themselves and the series kind of went in that direction anyway.
Ready and waiting. Moving out.
All right,
You got it. Roger.
find me a winning Tiberian field.
You got it. Affirmative.
Looks like a loser. I know, not too bad.
You got it.
All right.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledge.
Oda had pretty much no role in the original films. I think there was some like anime only characters.
Options. Building.
That was one of the nice things about the anime is that the movies and the filler is that the fillers had their own Marines that populated the series, right? So like before Alabasta, there were particular Marines that were hunting down the Straw Hats, much like Smoker was later on. But they were kind of filler only type Marines. But because they fit so well with the series, if you had just watched the movies without knowing anything about them, you wouldn't have known or cared that they weren't real characters. They were designed specifically to fit into the series, and it worked.
New construction. Options. Building.
And another character I don't particularly like is the ship, Sunny. It's not the same thing.
Waiting orders.
Maybe that's just like me from thinking.
Got it. You got it.
Yeah, I don't like Sunny as much. I just don't.
Right away, sir. Roger.
I think it's primarily because Mary had personality,
Right away, sir.
and the personality only comes from like the experiences
Problem.
of what the ship went through. It feels like
Construction.
making a ship that's invincible doesn't progress the plot of it any.
Building.
Because that was one of the things. That was one of the things that made Mary endearing, was that the ship itself wasn't invincible. It was small. It broke a lot. It caused lots of problems. It would get damaged all the time, sometimes by Luffy. But Sunny is a different story. It was not set up like that. It was set up as a miracle ship that, if it took damage, it was superficial. So it might be annoying if the ship itself gets its own soul.
Moving out, moving out.
Yeah, and like you wouldn't ever consider a ship being a character, but the series is set up in such a way that it is a character. It has to be a character. Simply by proxy of simply by being well, setting a precedent, really.
Construction complete. New construction option. Building.
Well, in many regards, every character in One Piece has plot armor. I mean, it's only been fairly recent when it came to the New World that we've even seen much approaching the what would be considered death. I mean, Marineford had that, right?
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
But One Piece has always kind of shied away from making sure that characters were killed off completely. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Away, sir. Moving out.
Yeah. It certainly does. It certainly does.
Affirmative.
But I think in Sunny's case,
Building.
it's not that Sunny is invincible. I don't think Sunny is invincible. I think that the characters themselves are so concerned with it that it makes the ship invincible. Yeah, because Mary was a character, right? It wasn't just like the battles they had been through
Unable to comply.
that gave it
Building
personality.
construction
It
complete.
was a culmination of how each individual person felt about the ship,
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
right? And I feel like that's kind of missing. It might have been because it was a second home, because it was treated as a second home by everyone, which were just a bunch of misfits essentially. But when Frankie came on as a
Building.
as the shipwright and the designer of that ship, it felt like all of the responsibility for taking care of the ship was shunted onto one person,
Under attack.
Moving out.
and I think that hurt it the most.
Yes, sir.
Whereas in Usopp's case, it was clear that it was clear to everyone that he cared most about it, and he was the least qualified to deal with it.
Complete.
Moving out.
But that was endearing in a way,
Acknowledge.
which didn't just help Usopp's character, but it also helped develop the character of the ship too.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
How are these guys still cropping up?
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Die already. There we go.
Acknowledge. Yes,
Oh
sir.
crap. So I get a feeling that they're going to keep attacking until I take out those
Ready and waiting.
cannons.
Affirmative.
Why are you going around?
Unit lost.
Don't go around them. They're not pylons.
Moving out.
Unit lost.
They're nice and crunchy. Okay.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Building.
Okay.
Building.
Build one of these.
Construction complete.
I love the smooth jazz in these in the soundtracks.
New construction options.
I've said this before, but it kind of reminds me of like 90s points and clicks when you have like a gumshoe going around trying to solve a crime.
Yes, sir.
It's so hard boiled.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yeah, it's really great, really great. It might have been just a product of the time though.
Yes, sir.
Because I imagine there was a lot of this type of music in the mid 80s.
Moving out.
I wouldn't say it was on its way out, but
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
all right, let's
Awaiting orders.
send these guys down here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
They sent another pile, didn't they? Darn.
Moving out.
Would have thought I'd get a break.
Yes, sir.
Low power. Our base is under attack. Unit ready.
Alright, I'm gonna have to... there we go, guard towers.
On hold.
Did they destroy a power plant?
Building.
Just add another one.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
I don't know if it was just like a video game music of the time, but like a lot of the tracks in this game remind me of GoldenEye. I don't know if like GoldenEye was inspired by these tracks, but they definitely had that type of feel. Okay,
Building. Building.
all right, let's give this another shot.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
So I never did ask, what about the recent chapters rubbed you the wrong way? Because like, I see how it would do that. I definitely do. But at the same time, there's part of me that's relieved that they did that.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, maybe it is music, maybe it is movie music.
Unit lost. Reinforcements have arrived.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I feel the same way. For some reason, I can't tell whether or not this is an OP power or it's just that for the first time. Oh, that's not good. It's an OP power, or this is just the first time he's using it, and it's kind of like because he's figuring it out the first time. It's unpredictable and generally useless. But you can't defeat Kaido and have a useless ability. That's the weird thing.
Yes, sir.
Because because it's rubber hose and because it's slapstick, part of me makes me think that he's doing no damage.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm getting at. So the question is he intentionally making it goofy? Or is he trying to figure out what the ability can do in the short amount of time that he has?
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
I think what bothers me the most about it is that because it's such a visual power and less of an auditory power, in that the gags are in the visuals, more time is being spent showing off the gags
Vehicle reporting.
than
Acknowledged.
would have been. So it's in many ways it's distracting from the actual battle, because at least battles in One Piece have always had some kind of they've always been conversation pieces, in that the characters in them also have conversations as they're fighting. And because of like the more gags, it's kind of lost that aspect. No, I don't have that. And that's because when I look at the panels, I look at if I ever have that problem, I just sit there and stare at the panels, and I stare at the previous one and then the next one, just to try and get what's happening. Like the whole spinning move right at the end where he punches them. I had a hard time telling which direction he was spinning until I figured it out. So like it makes you think that he was spinning one direction, which would have attacked on one side, but he was spinning the other direction.
Silos needed.
Well, you are most certainly an intelligent person. You definitely have a gift with words that I wish I had. But I think with manga, it's just a medium in which it's difficult to ascertain physical movement just because of its very nature. Like separating out the panels. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like to be the person who has to animate it. Trying to figure out exactly. Okay, well, he figures out the movements, and then what? I mean, that's what, a split second of movement, and he has to kind of fill in what's going to happen within those times. That's gotta be a pain. But someone does it.
Building. On hold. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unable to comply.
Yeah, I don't think it's a spatial thing. Like, I think, yeah, I think manga in general is just difficult to do that. It's just difficult to understand where things are. And it's mostly because, you know, panels are tiny, and it's difficult to, well, yeah. I think in general, it's just kind of difficult. Just because of the medium. But at least it's a series that gets me invested in it enough to care about stuff like that, little tiny things. Because there've been, I've watched plenty of shonen manga that I would have just passed it by, like, you know, one that you leaf through really quickly, and if it landed, if it didn't land, you know, if the pose confused me, I wouldn't care. I just move on, right? But this particular series is one where, like you said, you go and you try and find out how things are moving. It takes a special series to do that, at least for me. The only other series that I read, in which I look into that kind of detail is a series called Skip Beat, and that's more of a no, it's not just a written detail. There's also a lot of like little hints and stuff. That's another series I'm really big into. It's technically, like, that series is technically in the shoujo category, but it never felt like that to me. Because it was an unorthodox romance story, in that it was more of a hate story than a love story at first. Because it starts with betrayal, right? And when someone's betrayed, they get angry and vengeful. That's the way it started out. So it was very unorthodox. Okay, maybe I should get a few of these. Probably create another one of these. Probably should attack them a little bit. I know too well the full power of the obelisk of light, so I have to attack their power plants.
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Why are you stopping?
Acknowledged.
He sits there and waits to get destroyed.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Unit reporting.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Well, I would consider it a resounding victory given that it pretty much destroyed their entire armada.
Reporting. You got it. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Moving out.
But I think I need to go back and strike while the iron's hot. I don't think I have enough units for that though.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Ready and waiting.
Well, I'm trying.
Moving out.
This is yeah, I need more resources. The problem is they don't really give a whole lot. Well, actually there is a tree there. What if I get there from behind?
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
No, stay here.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I just got that now. Yeah. Although I'm actually surprised that worked so well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I was expecting to waste all of my units on that.
Yes, sir. Roger. You got it.
I just speed things up.
Building. Building. On hold. Building.
I should get myself some more coffee.
Complete.
1 second. I'm kind of teetering on this like border between awake and asleep. You'll notice that because I say a lot. And that's just me having a brain fart. It's kind of my normal state, actually. I guess it means I'm always tired.
Construction complete. Building.
Oh, there's 2 trees here.
Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
I want to gain control of this field over here, if I can get there. Because if I can control that field, I can win easily.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Complete.
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Unit
Construction
reporting.
complete.
Moving out.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's it. Run directly into my trap.
Moving out.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Okay.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Why isn't it working now?
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Now that I think about it, they kind of had this kind of music in Donkey Kong Country, didn't they?
Construction complete. Building.
That was another really good game
Construction complete.
that I wouldn't mind revisiting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Unit
complete.
reporting.
Oh, another one that sounds like this game is
Reporting.
you've probably played it if you've been playing games for a long time. SimCity 2000, if you can recall.
Yes, sir.
SimCity 2000 used a lot of jazz. Oh, you have it, huh? That was a good game for the time. I mean, simulation is kind of. Would you say simulation is kind of worn out, or it just stopped being made? I mean, I guess there are more simulation games now than ever, but there was a period around 96, 97 when simulation was gigantic.
Moving out.
It kind of like dominated the store shop. And the sim games are kind of at the forefront.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Vehicle reporting. Moving out.
Yeah, SimCity 2000 was actually a very fun game. The funny thing is that they actually released that game on the N64, but only in Japan. And part of me is really disappointed. Like, really disappointed.
Silos needed.
Because, like, that's a cart that I would like to own. And, like, one of the reasons why I'm disappointed is that, I mean, if it were just a crappy port, I wouldn't care. But SimCity 2000 on the N64 is actually a decent port. I mean, it's, in many respects, it's easier to play than the PC version. It's a lot more accessible.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah, it was the first use I've seen of a radial menu in video games. So SimCity 2000 had a radial menu for its different resource types.
Building.
Which was kind of surprising to me.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's worth a look just to see what the game is all about.
Yes, sir.
Because like Sims had, I don't know, for me at least, I really enjoyed playing Sims games. The early Maxis stuff. You know, like Simcopter, SimCity, SimTower, were a lot of fun.
Unit reporting. Acknowledge.
Probably should buy some more tanks, huh? Yeah, like I was saying, like, it was the first time I've seen a radio menu. Of course, this was later. I'd already seen a radio menu by that time, but it was the first instance that I've seen a radio menu used in video games as early as it was. I can't think of any other time in which they've used that.
Silos needed. Building.
Of course, like,
Construction. Building.
I think the game is completely playable though. Like it might just be like a Japanese ROM, but the only thing in SimCity that's really important is the menu and progressing in the game, and you don't really need to know Japanese in order to play that game.
Low power.
Just because SimCity was never really a text-heavy game. I mean, it was for like the news articles and stuff, but you didn't have to read those.
Construction complete. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Look at all that profit.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
All right, you're not part of that team.
Construction building. Building. Unable to comply. Building and building. Unit building. Unit ready. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Oh, they're completely out of resources now. And it's gonna stay that way.
Acknowledge. Moving out.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roger. Roger. Not a problem.
And the first thing you take out is power.
Right away, sir.
No, hell, you idiots? Go around.
Roger. You got it.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Low power.
Affirmative.
Building.
Low power. Why is low power?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledge, sir.
Construction complete.
Moving out. Unit reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge.
These guys are just sitting out there guarding. You think they'd be spending money on tanks?
Yes, sir.
They really built any.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
I'm gonna bring these guys back here. Because before I even bother attempting to attack the forward defense, I need to repair everything.
Construction complete.
Those are positioned well.
On hold. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Construction building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Boy, I'm tired.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit reporting.
You know what, Fuzz? I don't think the coffee's doing it for me. I thought it would. Not though. I'm drinking more coffee to find out. Boy, the coffee is pretty awful today. Just gotta tell you.
Moving out.
Super bitter.
Affirmative.
Tastes burnt.
Awaiting orders.
I wish that were the case, but see, I've always thought that, but this is not keeping me awake.
Vehicle reporting.
Kind of wish that it were, though. I wonder what game I should play after this one. This coffee is worse than instant. Much worse.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather have instant.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Like, maybe I'm just being pampered. Maybe I'm being pampered because the past few bags of beans have been I've gotten at the health food store, and they've been like small roasts from like small roasters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So like they've actually been like specialty type beans. So that's why they were a bit better. These ones kind of taste like they've been on the store shelves for years. You know, I've actually done that before.
Moving out.
I've actually run out of grounds
Unit reporting.
and then made a half instant, half bean concoction.
Unit reporting.
It wasn't too bad, actually. Did you get into any of the Pokemon games on the N64? Because I'm not sure what games you've played so far. All right,
Moving out.
time for an attack.
Yes, sir.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Let's see. Radical Red. Okay, yeah. Oh, so you have played both Pokemon Snaps. Now I asked because what's your general opinion on the differences between both Pokemon Snaps? Which snap do you think did it better? That's what I'm asking.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I mean, even I'm having a hard time trying to get Hey Pikachu working.
Moving out.
I have the game. The game's working. I have the the
Yes,
voice
sir.
recognition unit, the VRU. But it's finding a mic that works, and then just trying testing to see if I can get it right to
Moving out.
somehow get the thing
Yes,
to
sir.
work. Because I don't want that game to be the one that I can't play.
Silos needed.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Fuzz. Okay, so I'm not the only one that thought that.
Moving out.
To be honest, like,
Moving out.
when they announced a new Pokemon Snap for the first time, I legitimately broke into tears.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not someone who easily does that. Like, I'm someone who wanted a new Pokemon Snap for 20 years. That's how much I enjoyed the original. And I was so disappointed with it. Evolution was just one thing.
Moving out.
Like, they sanitized the crap out of that game. And it was so sad because of it. Right, exactly. And in the new one, it was just, you feed them, which is positive reinforcement, and then you give them that ball thing,
Affirmative.
which just does an action.
Acknowledged.
So it's the carrot and the carrot. Alright, I'm missing something. What am I missing? Maybe there's one over
Moving
here.
out.
Yeah, the pester ball was great because it didn't just annoy, but depending on the Pokemon, it would knock the Pokemon out if you did it enough. And you could force interesting reactions by a clever combination of the apple and the pester ball.
Affirmative.
But it felt like all of what made the original Pokemon really good, or Pokemon Snap really good, was missing from the second one. So you gotta ask, where did all the fun go?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's stuff on the other side.
Affirmative.
Well, how the heck do I get over there?
Yes, sir.
Select target.
Airstrike. I mean, I didn't have any expectations either going into it. I was just really disappointed, even though I had no expectations. And I don't think it was a particularly bad game. I think it was just there were too many Pokemon to capture. You had to go in, you had to do it multiple times. I mean, that kind of happened in the early one as well, but it just felt like
Silos needed.
how did that get there? All right, whatever. It felt like it was made by people who didn't like or enjoy the first game,
Not a problem.
but were paid to make a second. If that makes sense.
Not a problem.
That's what the new Pokemon Snap felt like to me. Like they didn't know,
Yes, sir.
they never grew up with it, so they didn't know what made the original game great in the first place. I didn't like the new Paper Mario, to be honest.
Acknowledge.
For some reason, the battle system just really annoyed the hell out of me. Yeah, it does kind of seem like Nintendo is in kind of a rut when it comes to games. I mean,
Reinforcements have
it's
arrived.
not like they've
Mission
stopped making the
accomplished.
games. It's just that they've lost the sense of fun and adventure that made old games really fun. And the new ones are just kind of like carbon. They try and make carbon copies, but a sanitized version of a carbon copy, which ends up stripping out all the fun. Like sometimes maybe being a dick in a video game is a good thing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you want to be a little bad. Like just think of the amount of enjoyment people got from Roller Coaster Tycoon when you know, mid-ride they took away a chunk of the track and then watched as the entire group of people plummeted to their death. Right? Or trapped a whole bunch of people in a loop and then put a whole bunch of food stalls but no bathroom. So they throw up everywhere. I mean, it's a tiny little detail, but like sometimes being a little bad in a game adds a lot of fun to a game that that maybe a driving factor for why people loved it so much. Because the developers cared enough to make it more accessible to everyone. Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. But by no means is it a bad game. I mean, it has kind of everything for everyone. It has the micromanagement that some people like in like RTS games. It has the creation element for people who would play like Minecraft, so you could create new coasters. It has the deviousness of people who just like, you know, tossing people in lakes and making them barf everywhere. It's a complete package. It's a complete package. Romania.
Attention. Stand by for Tiberium Dangers update. Tiberium is named after the Tiber River in Italy where it was first discovered. There are now more than 200 areas of the Earth affected by Tiberium deposits. Tiberium appears to be spreading by means of conveyance unknown.
Dr. Mobius, tell our viewers just what Tiberium really is.
Molecularly, it's a non-carbon-based element that appears to have strong ferrous qualities with non-resonating reversible energy that has a tendency to disrupt carbon-based molecular structures with inconsequent and unequal positrons orbiting on the first, second, and ninth quark rings. Whoa, is that good or bad? Ooh, let me put it this way, Eddie. The possibilities of Tiberium are limitless.
We now know that not only does Tiberium leach elements from the soil, but it appears to also leach vital nutrients from all plant life. Human contact with Tiberium is extremely toxic and often fatal. Exposure should be avoided.
Commander, you've been hustled. The UN wasn't against me. Not all of them, at least. But we had to play that little game to lull Kane into a false sense of security. I've unlocked some new UN funding. It should help take care of this madman for good. Morelli, we got some new toys for you. You've read the classified briefings about Orca, and here she is. I need you and Morelli to take a couple of these babies up and put them through the mill. Concentrate on a radius of 50 miles around Trieste, Slovenia, and see what you can scout up.
Orcas kind of suck. At least it's a base mission.
Ready and waiting. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledge. Moving out. Moving out.
Unit
Moving out.
lost.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledge. Moving out. Yes, acknowledge.
New construction options. Building.
Reporting. Roger.
Construction complete.
Right away, sir.
New construction options. Building.
Okay. Every facility.
Reporting. Moving out.
No, they didn't give me a whole lot.
Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Our base is under
Moving
attack.
out. Moving out.
New construction options.
Crap. Well, I mean, that's that, right?
Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
lost. Building.
Awaiting orders. Roger.
Lost. Construction complete.
Roger.
New construction options. Building.
Unit reporting. You got it. Moving out. You got it.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
All right, come on, show your face. There you are.
Construction complete.
Right away, sir.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Our base is under attack.
Unit reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledge.
That kind of sucks. That cost me a lot of money.
Building.
Actually, it's been a long time since I played Roller Coaster Tycoon. A really long time. There's so many games that I'd like to revisit, but I just don't have any time to do it. Or a will to do it, actually.
Building.
Still gotta focus on the ones that I have, right?
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Oh, come on. Oof. Not coffee.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. You got it. Yes, sir.
Building. Construction complete.
Problem is, orcas cost so damn much. I don't really want to do them.
Moving out.
But I guess if I don't, then it's gonna cost even more. Oh god, Olivia's playing Cuphead?
Construction complete. Our base is under attack.
Not a problem. Affirmative.
He's gonna have a hard time with that game.
Right away, sir.
Even I haven't gotten very far in it.
New construction options. Low power.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Not a problem.
Unit lost.
Roger. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Knowledge.
Unit lost.
So they set this whole tunnel up so that
Yes, sir.
I'd have to defeat these in order to even get more resources. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Unit lost.
should leave these guys here.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Low power.
Oh, I need at least 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Why'd you go over there?
Moving out. Yes, sir.
No, there's not enough.
Unit reporting. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay. Yeah, I do think I need more orcas. I don't really like using them though, because like they get blown into the air easy and they're way too expensive.
Unit reporting. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. 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 Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
didn't actually mean to build that.
Affirmative.
Aw.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
On hold. Building. Construction complete.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Building.
Where's my money going? Okay. Let's see.
Building.
Oh, this map is so slow.
Building.
They get nothing? It seems like every round trip is just like don't even have a full tank.
Awaiting orders.
They don't have a full tank. They're also pretty dumb. Look at that. Come on, hurry up.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir.
Right. Here this quickly.
Affirmative.
Oh, come on.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Crap.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Moving out.
Of course, they'd have air defenses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Feels like I wasted my money on these.
Yes, sir.
Building. Building.
Alright, I need to take out those, maybe up here?
Acknowledge.
If I could just take out those turrets, I'd be able to do a hell of a lot more here.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Crap, it really did nothing.
Lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Unable to be building. Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Moving out.
On hold. Building.
I think I maybe just do a quick strike at the top. Because I think I'd be wasting money otherwise.
Unit reporting. Move. Affirmative. Unit reporting.
Alright, maybe I should invest in a...
On hold. Building. building.
Repair bay. So 4 is enough to take care of one of them.
Construction complete.
Unit reporting. Unit reporting. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Oh, it's back? Oh, that's not good.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Unit reporting. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit reporting.
I thought I just destroyed that.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit reporting. Moving out. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Moving out. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Moving out.
Man, I'm not sure I can nail this. The amount of money that I get in is too little.
Building. Unable to comply. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
I gotta take out that MCV.
On hold. Building.
Maybe if I overwhelm them with orcas, then I'd be able to take out all 4 of them. All 3.
Unit reporting. Moving out.
Ah, crud.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Moving out.
Man, this map sucks. Having no money is awful.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Well, there's one of my harvesters. I am officially out of money.
Our base is under attack.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit reporting.
Oh,
Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna load. Okay.
Moving out.
On hold. Building. On hold. Building. On hold. Building.
Unit reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
So I'm probably going to need to reveal the SAM site over here, take out the base, and then take out the other SAM sites. Because the SAM sites keep on coming back as quick as I destroy them. So I need like, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 orcas on platforms.
Awaiting orders.
Our base is under
Moving
attack.
out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit reporting. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
On hold. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Unit reporting. Moving out.
Our base is under attack.
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Awaiting orders. Over.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Low power.
Waiting orders. Right away, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
How many did I lose? Lost 2 out of 6.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Low power.
Roger.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Come on, take it out. If you can take it out, that'll be it. No. Jeez, how many do I need to take this stupid thing out? Why is there so little resources in this map?
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
Low
Let's,
power. Construction complete.
Get rid of that.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Building.
Actually, you know what?
Vehicle reporting.
Go down here.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Everything down here?
Moving out.
It's really not enough in this map.
Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. sir. Moving out.
Crap.
Unit moving out. Affirmative.
Low power.
Moving out. Moving out.
Well, at least he's not dead.
Awaiting orders. Moving. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Moving out.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
I honestly need 2 more in order to really do any damage.
Reporting. Reporting.
Low power. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
what happens if you hit the power?
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Really?
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ah, the thing's toast regardless of what I do.
Unit reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir.
What are you doing? Attack them.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
I don't like this.
Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Low power.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
I guess it's back. No, not yet.
Unit reporting.
All right.
reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Good.
Moving out. Acknowledge.
Well, that was bound to happen.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. You got it. Waiting order. Moving out. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Ready to go. Yes. Moving out. Vehicle reporting. Unit reporting.
Oh, they finally got it.
Waiting. Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Where's my harvester? Though? Not doing
Yes,
anything.
sir.
Low power.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Mission 10 GDI. I've already finished Nod. So close to the end. I got into the stream probably.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit reporting. Moving out.
This mission is gonna take a really long time though. It's gonna take a really, really long time. And it's simply because they don't give you enough resources. They give you the orcas, but the orcas, let's be honest, are crap. And these guys can replace little bits of their base at any time. They replace them just as soon as I destroy their buildings.
Moving
Okay, you know what? I am too tired. This mission is taking way too long. I'm gonna pick this up tomorrow,
Construction complete.
just because I don't think I could sit through any more today. Thanks for tuning in. Fuzz, thanks for bringing a really fun conversation. It's always fun talking about old games and TV series, especially at a time like this. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be done by tomorrow. If not, it'll be done by the next day, and I'll have to figure out what I'm going to play next. Thanks, Fuzz. That's nice of you to say. All right, I'll be back tomorrow, and everyone who tuned in, have a good day, and take it easy. See ya.